Take a look at the setup, okay? I mean, the left-hand one now, for me, like I say, you almost look as though you're going to play a full shot. That's the biggest problem, okay? When you're in that wide setup, this isn't going to want to move so much. And if there's any stiffness in the back, having a limitation anyway, add into a limitation with the width of stance. As you go back now, the body can't really move. Because if it does move on the way back, you think, I can't get back to the golf ball. So what you tended to do is you had to get very armsy because your body wasn't working. A lot of wrist hinge there. For a shot of 30 yards, I mean, that club's going back an awful long way. Just for me, that's like the wrist hinge there for someone in at 60, 70 near enough. Yeah. So you create too much power. Now you've got to try and take the power off. As we'll see here now, the knees start driving quite a lot. The handle of that club's way forward. Okay, the knees are starting to go. You see the knee, how much weight on that outside there you've got there. Just too steep and aggressive in that golf ball, causing a good shot just to come out low and fiery. And then you've got to try to almost react to that in some way, shape or form. So narrower stance, open up that left foot. You could even, if you wanted to, open up that left foot a little bit more. Just ease that left hip out of the way. Okay, as we said, wider with no wrist hinge. Even with no wrist hinge finish, you're still making near enough 90 degrees, you see, yeah? So you're still making enough of a wrist hinge without you thinking like you're making a wrist hinge, yeah? So we could go a little bit less, but at least back at impact now, look at that club in the hands, it's a little bit more kind of neutral. You've got a little bit of shaft lean, yeah? So you're coming in with a lot more loft on that golf club to kind of hit it softer and floatier rather than that kind of driven shots when you come to the golf ball here now. Your lower half movement here, if we get all of them and all them, and your knees on there, look at the difference in your left knee there, how much sort of that one, the left-hand side, you've got to look where your arms are really stretching out in front of you here. Yeah. That one here, they're kind of a bit around your body, but they're certainly a lot more kind of softer and in a position where you're just going to let the arms and body. It's almost like a nonchalant throw underarm this way, yeah? You wouldn't sort of throw your arm out this way. You wouldn't fling your arm past your chest. So sort of swing it back and just, there you go, have it. Let the body swing through. The arms and the body are going to work in sync. A little bit less wrist on the way back. Let the arms and the body swing through. And again, I think there's a pressure point at setup when the drills you at the end there. Take the pressure off that thumb. Just lift them off the ground there, off the grip, and just make some swings. And actually, the 2 or 3 shots you did with that were really nice strikes because you'll start getting the feel of how much pressure you actually need. Not gripping the club tight, not squeezing it. But if the outcome is a bit of a worry of what we're going to get, anxiety levels increase. You're like, bloody club, I'm going to hold on to you. I'm going to control that club, yeah? Grip pressure increases, the shot's going to get progressively worse. Really. Again, lack of playing. As you at the moment you're not playing as much as you probably want to and stuff or could do, so the shots are going to be slightly worse. So smaller setup, body's turning on the club on the way back, so the wrist hinge is going to be minimal, and then from there that left hip and knee is just going to basically get around the corner, almost like an underarm throw where your arm just finishes nice and soft around there. Yeah, okay mate?
Yeah,
makes sense.
Really good. Yeah,
good stuff.